Today you guys are going to learn about powers of 10, and you learned about powers of 10 last year with positive exponents, so that's what we're going to review today. So we're going to start with 10 to the 5th power, and that just means we're going to do 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And then last year you learned about the pattern. So if it's 10 to the 5th power, then it's going to be a 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. And then you can always write a number as a fraction by putting 1 in the denominator if it's a whole number. So the decimal would be 100,000, and the decimal would be all the way at the end. So the next one is 10 to the 4th power. So that means it would be 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So then we're going to have a 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So that would be 10,000 over 1 is our fraction, and then as a decimal, it's just 10,000. And you can use a calculator for this if you wanted to. You could type in 10, and then you're going to hit the A to the B button to give you an exponent mode, and then type in 4. And it would tell you that that would be 10,000. So that's going to tell you your decimal. So the next one would be 10 to the 3rd power, which means that would be 10 times 10 times 10. So you have a 1 and 1, 2, 3 zeros. Over 1 would be your fraction, so then your decimal is just 1,000. And again, you could use the calculator for that. I'm not going to. The next one is 10 to the 2nd power, and we just talked about perfect squares, so you know that 10 times 10 is 100 over 1, and so then your decimal is just 100. All right, 1 second. The next one is 10 to the 1st power, so that would just be 10. And your fraction would be 10 over 1, and then your decimal is just 10. 10 to the 0 power. This is one that most people mix up. They think it's 0, but it just means you have a 1. So if you follow that pattern, it's 1, and then you have 1 0, or you don't have any zeros. And then you have for 10 to the 1st power, 1 0, and so on. So our fraction is 1 over 1. I'm sorry if you can hear my son. And then the decimal is just 1.